Right on, man. Yeah, I think as an entrepreneur, we get into it for we want to control our personal lives somewhat. We want to be able to visit family when we want to, be a good father, mother, whatever the case may be. And during that process of making that happen, it can be easy to get lost in the weeds. And before you know it, you've created a job for yourself. You're working your ass off. You're not spending time with your friends. You're missing
Yep.
out on family stuff. You're not taking holidays off. I catch myself doing that. These holidays, if it's not like Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'll probably go to work, because it's just kind of where I'm at right now. But it's that constant conflict of two different goals in my mind. And implementing traction really seems to be a great solution to that. And for the listeners, why don't you let them know what you've been able to accomplish? How many businesses have you had, or how many are you running right now? I know you're managing a couple different things, and it seems that you've really put yourself in the right position in each of those businesses.
Yeah, we run 5 businesses right now, 4 e-commerce brands and then e-com crew. And traction certainly has allowed us to make sure that each of those brands are getting the proper attention and that we're setting the proper goals. Uh, we are going to try to pare down on that. I don't know that running 5 brands or whatever is the thing that is the accomplishment necessarily because of traction. It certainly has helped make all that smoother. But I've also realized that, the whole, if you chase 2 rabbits, both will get away thing. And so I've been really disciplined. I kind of think I've fooled myself a little bit, disciplined, making sure that the rabbit is e-commerce.
Okay.
I think the rabbit really at the end of the day is just trying to get down to one brand. And so slowly but surely we sold one brand in 2019. I think we're going to sell another one hopefully this year or next year. And I really miss Color. The brand that we did sell was a great brand that you can kind of really get behind. It was a well-rounded brand that isn't just Amazon. And so that's one of the things I've been kind of thinking through, but because it's difficult, you're managing an email list for multiple companies and trying to manage social media profiles for different companies and brand messaging and this, that, and the other. And even though I feel like we do a really good job with that, and we have different teams siloed within our organization to help manage all that. I feel like you can still be even more concise and clear if you have just one thing you're going after. So we're unfortunately, I don't think that we actually have that thing right now, which is kind of the bummer. Because I feel like, in terms of where e-commerce is going, the things that I've been thinking a lot about, I don't want to be just a pure Amazon seller.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we have other assets off Amazon, and there's other components, other things I've kind of come to realize that are really important as well. And so we want to make sure that we're dotting all those I's and crossing those T's. And so we're working towards getting to what we ultimately want to do from that perspective. But yeah, I mean, we certainly couldn't do the things that we do now if it weren't for traction, right? I mean, it's helped allow us to even run multiple businesses. But I find that what ends up happening inevitably is, entrepreneurs, we think that we can do a second, third, fourth thing that we were successful at, and it'll be just super easy. We already run one e-commerce business. Running another one should be no problem. Is kind of a fallacy. It's never quite that easy. In fact, I think it's actually more difficult to run 2 things than one thing. That economies of scale thing never seems to quite work out the way that you think it will. At least at the smaller size, like you get like a Thrasio or something, maybe it's different where you have 100 different brands and it's just Amazon and you're not trying to do a whole bunch of things outside of that. It's one thing, but when you're a smaller company like us trying to do the types of things that we're trying to do, I think it becomes actually more difficult.